Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing a EGIK France Deck G4 5 6 7 8 game with Thomba 32, Mercator, and Idyllwild. Opening pack, so there's Zoologist here, there's Innovative Builder. This is a pretty disappointing opening pack. Like, I could see myself taking Peasant and wanting to get Seed Seller back. I don't know. I could take Chess Player. Zoologist, try to wield Chess Player. Then you need a hand that wants to take the read space or I guess you just take Sheep a couple times. Yeah, so I could do that. Zoologist into Chess Player. I don't know. Innovative Builder could be fun. Peasant could be good. I think I'll first pick Zoologist and see what happens next. Yeah, just see what comes. I don't have to lock myself into anything in particular. Yeah, so I feel kind of punished being Bargaining Baker here. Because Bargaining Baker, Peasant could be pretty good. We've also got Engineering Apprentice, which is actually terrible with Zoologist. So yeah, feeling really punished by my first pick here. I think I'd probably take Engineering Apprentice. It really does not work with Zoologist, but I guess what I could hope for miners that block pastures. I don't. Yeah. Uh, this Engineering Apprentice does not work well with Zoologist, but I guess I could. Bargaining Baker is good, but the problem with this Engineering Apprentice here is that I already have one card, which I likely don't want to play, which makes the Engineering Apprentice worse. But it's still a very solid card. Okay. Well, I mean, if I get Cow Mom, that's one of the few ways that I can actually get enough animals to make this work. I shouldn't get Sheep Breeder back, but that would be the dream. Probably I get a pretty crappy card here. Ops Collector, Clay Digger, Field Worker. Yeah, I don't want any of those, but Cow Mom is one of the few cards that can actually let me get enough animals here. Most of the cards, you just can't get enough animals to grow with Zoologist. Has Mercator sat? Mercator has sat. Okay, it has made a pick. It's just we're sitting on his second pick for a bit here. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I don't need to talk about it too much more. But basically, Zoologist Engineering Apprentice is not really a combo that's not really two cards that you want because Engineering Apprentice the idea with Zoologist is you're trying to get to 10 animals, and Engineering Apprentice says, hey, if you want these stables to be worth points, then you actually need like 14 or probably 14 animals before you can grow with Zoologist. So yeah, that makes it tough. Mercator, you here? Probably the goal is that zoologist is my fifth occupation or fourth, so that I don't have to get to 16 animals. But I mean, even 14 animals can be difficult. Yeah, if I can get a miner that prevents like a playground would be really good to offset this problem. Something like that. Really irritating. Gmail added. Oh, I hate that they put this status thing in the top of the menu because I like just clicking to all inboxes. And now I click on this darn status thing, which is really annoying. Very annoying. All right, let's see some more cards, please. It's kind of annoying that Mercator, after being pinged, has still not said anything in chat. Not like, hey, I'm thinking about my pick or whatever. Uh, okay, this pack is really sick, actually. So, Mercator struggling makes a ton more sense now. Wintercrafter, Capitalist, Wealthiest Euro. Good cards here. Orange Seller, 5 food from the general supply on this card. Whenever another player places a person orthogonally adjacent to yours, they must take 1 food. 3 food, plow field, play an Auk at no cost. So you give away food to your opponents to get a little bit of food, a field, and the occupation action back later, which is okay with Engineering Apprentice, but I think this is a pretty easy Winter Crafter with Cow Mom. Cow Mom struggles to get enough actions to play miners a lot of the time. And even if Winter Crafter just reads play a miner each harvest, then that is a card that you would want with Cowboy and Mother. So, since I got Cowboy and Mother, I am less excited about Chess Player and more excited about Seed Seller. Because Seed Seller could build major improvements, or more likely, it's a grain and a stable at the same time, which is an effect that I will want. Because it's an action that I'll want. So I cannot believe Giant got back here. Gianting family growth without room would be incredible. If I can have a pretty complete farm, grow with zoologist, and then giant family growth without room, like that's just absurd. This pick doesn't matter. I'm not playing any of those. Well, so one of the things that family growth or that Cow Mom struggles with is um, getting enough fields. So I mean, steel plow is an option here, absolutely. I like sapling with Cow Mom because it's just a 4 wood action. Like I'm not gonna fence before the sapling would come in anyways, so a 4 wood action is something I would like here. We've also got Dre, more pawns, so good cards here. Fish trap. Probably someone's taking fish trap and I get one of these 3 back. Dre is not great with Cow Mom, but the other 2 would be pretty good. More pond or sapling coming back would both be quite good. Steel plow is just such high impact. It's very difficult to pass it. Very difficult to pass steel plow. It just does so much all at once. So what would I like to get here? Something that gets me family growth without room once would be quite good. Yeah, something that gets me family growth without room once would be nice. Because then I could know that I can play giant into it. Um, Miners that let me play occupations would be great to free up actions, and I can play them with Wintercrafter. Um, yeah. Payoffs, things that reward me for going above and beyond 4 points in a category or eating animals or whatever. Like pelts is not necessarily great, but the boar one would be great. Cured meat would be really good. Yeah, stuff like that. Undisturbed Pond here for my alms collector, and I know that Wealthiest Hero is in the draft as well. We've got Community Well here. Probiotic Food, Clay Deposit. I think I'm off of Undisturbed Pond. I think I'm playing Wintercrafter in round 4 at the latest. I think I like this Wintercrafter quite a bit. I think the actions that it gives me are necessary. So I could go for something like Probiotic Food. Could grab Community Well. I think I like Probiotic Food here. Yeah, Probiotic Food's fine. Ooh. So with the meadow here, what I could do is I could offset my farm and put my fences here, my stables here. I can trigger zoologist on these and then play meadow, and then all of a sudden, boom, all my stables are fenced. And then I do 4 fields and no room. That could be fun. That could be fun. Yoke is also a thing because there's crooked plow and steel plow in the game. I think the problem with meadow is that I still have to fence a ton. I think that's a pretty big disadvantage to meadow. Let's say I do fence 4, 7, 10 here. 3 animal types. And then I do meadow for 4. And then I would need another fence action to get to 5. Yeah, it just seems awkward with my zoologist, but maybe that's something I'm okay with. The alternative is haystack, I think, because obviously I'm trying to get a bunch of animals. I kind of like the idea of this meadow. Yeah, I like the idea of this meadow, and I might wheel haystack. Sometimes that card goes all the way around. Um, well, presumably I'm gonna make a cooking hearth. Amusement park could be good as well. Yeah, cooking hearth or amusement park. I mean, I'm eating animals, right? So the cooking hearth seems very important. But I might not. Well, I'm going to need food at some point. So I think I can take the cooking corner here over amusement park. Yeah. Got sapling back. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good. I could play Undisturbed Pawn round 2. It's whatever. The clay for bottle is fine. Clay into 4 food is fine. Um, I mean, I think I'm likely to be playing, like, aside from taking wood and playing occupations, like, those are the two things that I want to do. So I think giving myself a minor to start player on is not terrible, or start player with. But I mean, I probably want to play 3 Ox in stage one, right? I probably want to play Engineering Apprentice, Cow Mom, and Winter Crafter. I probably want to play all three of those. So I'll take Bottle here for a little bit of extra food. Maybe Clay Deposit's the pick because I run out of stuff to do at the end of the game if I do manage to giant family growth. Yeah, I guess that's a thing. Haystack came back. Nice. When this card first came out, people would wreck themselves trying to play Haystack. They were like, "Oh, it's like Animal Pen," but no, getting 6 animals is not trivial to do. To start first here, I'm gonna go with a 3 wood round one. Cheap Ock would be an option as well. But I like 3 wood here. It gives me the option of second move start player sapling if I'm not impressed by the options that come back. Second move 2 wood would be fine, but I think if I play start player here, then the start player is like a 4 wood action. Or am I supposed to hold sapling for the... So if I play it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm not fencing until 9. That's too late. Idea, I want to move the one clan honor string to the bottom. Whatever. I don't think it matters that much. I guess my actions are like relatively tight, and with major improvement appearing already, the first fireplace is a thing that I can go for. Damba putting me in last with snack time. Well, second move fireplace is okay. My first move is probably cheap Hawk. I don't really want either of the reed spaces, like I don't want reedstone food or 2 reed. Yeah, I mean, I think the card is fine. Damba's saying I want to tinker with honor student. I don't know, I think the card's fine. You can tinker with it or not. I don't think. I don't have a strong opinion either way. I pretty much never take the card. Cards like that in Oceanographer are just like so unexciting to me because they're so slow. Like it often takes so long for you to get to the bottom of the stack. So I'll get 3 wood here because Idyllwild's going to take Reedstone food. So getting 3 wood here is good. And yeah, I could second move sapling, or I could second move plow. So I said that I didn't want to wait until round 9 defense. It's not the worst thing in the world because the engineering apprentice will give me some animal capacity before that, and I'll have 2 stables already, most likely. And the other thing is I'm only getting my second animal from Cow Mom at the end of round 9, so. Daba's played Clerk. I haven't seen this one played for a while. He's drafting it really highly for a long time, just because I think erasing the need to feed in one of those middle harvests is so good. But I think the big problem is that you have to play it on cheap Ock round 1. I think most of the time. Maybe it's fine on expensive Ock round 2. But I think most of the time you're trying to play it on cheap Ock round 1. And then if you do that, you're less likely to be in a position where you need the food there to grow. Because if you play cheap Ock round 1, you're less likely to build the first room and to be building and growing. So it's, yeah. And if you're not building and growing, then you're more likely to be like, well, I'd better do something different because I got nothing to do here. So fish trap plus joiner. Nice. Oh, Mercator's best friend is now the Reedstone food space and the fish space. Likes both of those. Yeah, I'll take 4 wood. Probably 4 wood into 3 food. If cheap ox there, I think about the 3. I think about cheap ox. Ooh, Idyllwild took wood. Turning off their pine forest. Interesting. That makes me want Cheapok a bit more, since 3 wood was part of why I wanted to go there. Like 2 occupations this round seems fine. Yeah, 2 occupations this round is fine. And occupation into 3 wood is fine. And yeah, the clay gets taken, so I get a 3 wood or expensive ock back. So either way, I get the action I want back. Or I get a action I want back, I should say. All right, Idyllwild plays Start Player House Scout, so I'll go ahead and play Engineering Apprentice here. And be happy with a wood grab into 2 sheep. And yeah, stable goes in the corner here. And yeah, so I think the idea is I try to make my stables external to the 5 pastures for zoologist, and then meadow makes them all worth points because they occupy spaces. So 4 wood's there, I take 4 wood. If it's not there, I could see myself taking traveling players. Traveling players into Cow Mom, and then trying to take the sheep in round 5. This makes builds quite easy for Idyllwild, because Donba probably takes Reedstone Food here, because Reedstone Food plus Snack Time feeds him. I guess he could take 2 Reed into the BMW. Hey, Relicran. No, Mercator played a knock. Alright, well, I'll take 3 wood then, most likely. And then my round 5 can be Cow Mom into 3 sheep. I just lose out on 1 food, but getting a second move 3 wood is fine. At least I expect that's what I'm getting. If the 3 wood's gone, I guess I just play Cow Mom if the 3 wood's gone, because the Cow Mom does come in before the harvest. Two read, 1 stone, 1 food. That's a pretty good move. But you had to play Card Player, which Card Player is fine. It's just not a card I'm excited about. Dumbo with the early mansion resources, though. If we see him play, oh, the card that gets you the resource, Prudent Merchant. If we see him play Prudent Merchant, we know what's coming. Feels like it's taking a long time. Not really. Just feels like it. I think it's just because the draft was so slow. Ooh, family growth round 5. Oh. I think I'm committed. Oh, imp. I should announce my imp. Should have done that already. Bad. Yeah, Idyllwild's gonna have a nice game. Getting to play Restless Father here. Yikes. Oh man, I want the 4 wood. But I'm just taking the sheep here. To get second move, expensive hawk, cow mom. Oh, sapling on round 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sapling round 9. Abort plans. There's no read available. I don't think I'm gonna abort my plan. I could play probiotic food into build. So like but the thing is, as soon as I start player probiotic food, Dumba builds, and Mercator's also ready to build. So I don't think that's something I'm going to do. I think. I think I'm gonna keep doing this. Wooden Bridge. Don't see this card played like ever. This card never gets played. Yeah. Plus F. Oh, I should build a stable as well. Stable here, I guess. I need to put my sapling out as well. Um, so yeah, first move 6 clay next round. But I'm not forcing Mercator to build, so I might not get it. I think if I don't get 6 wood, 6 clay, I think about fishing. Just because I'm looking at where, like, okay, so with family growth in 5, how am I competitive? I'm competitive if my feeding is, like, ridiculously efficient and the other players have to struggle with their feeding. But I will take 6 wood if it's there. Dombo plays Bargaining Baker. Yeah. So yes, I kind of like second move fishing here if it's still there. Not that Mercator is struggling for food, but just looking at Idyllwild, you know, not clear how Idyllwild's feeding yet. Oh, bee statue, fun. That's very fun. Well, I could wood police. I could wood police, or I could take the fishing. Um, I think. So what miner do I want to play in the harvest? I want to upgrade to my cooking hearth, right? Is the play. Taking fishing without bottle, if I am actually going to play bottle, feels pretty bad. The orange! That dang orange. Feeding Idyllwild quite a bit. So I think the goal is like playing giant zoologist at the same time. Dombit says he might not family growth here. That would be amazing. I would love it if Damba didn't family growth. I would be so happy. Maybe the two he's referring to are Mercator and Idyllwild, maybe. Mercator plays Where's Salesman. I'm gonna take the fishing here. Yeah, I'm gonna first move fish here. Yeah, so I think the dream is something like start player round 12 into giant zoologist double growth. Or sorry, giant zoologist at the same time to grow. And then I have double family growth round 13. The problem with that is then it's very difficult for me to ever steel plow. So probably I would have to have already done my plow sow. So what I could do is I could start player in 11, but if I start player in 11, then I have to giant at that point already, and that's pretty risky. Because the whole point of the giant is to get double family growth without room. Which, maybe I just double family growth without room in 14 because it's an extra 3 points. Or an extra 3 point action. Maybe. We'll see. TBD. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. So I could play Seed Seller here. Donba builds a cooking hearth. So Donba probably wants those sheep to help him feed. So I could play an Ock here, or I could take. This is like my last 3 wood action of the game, right? Because I have enough defense 15, plus I have Steel Plow Haystack, so 19. Alright. This comes with a food, right? From Orge Seller. Plus F Cow Mom, feed 4. And then breed. And I'm going to play an improvement in the harvest, and that's upgrading my fireplace to a cooking hearth to make sure that I get one. Yeah, Winter Crafter is like one of the best Cow Mom partners because Cow Mom struggles so much to actually play good miners, and there are lots of miners that it likes. Um, and like they're good miners like plows and stuff that the Cow Mom would like to play. Because if the issue with Cow Mom is always getting enough getting the plows. Why is it complaining about my number of family members? I never had an extra family member. Never had a third one. Board's confused. Reason to not play with this card. It sucks and it takes forever to do stuff like this. It's not even that good. Amba, why are you chatting instead of doing your turn? Ah, it drives me nuts when people do this stuff. Don't chat and don't do both at the same time. Um, like chat about more pond after you're done doing your turn, because it feels like this game is going very slowly. It's not going that slowly. It's going pretty quick actually. It's just that my moves are over really quick because my moves are pretty obvious and I've got them planned out for a pretty long time. Grab a vegetable here. The board is garbage. I'm just waiting to fence next round. Could play Seed Seller, but no rush. Board's not garbage. It's garbage for me, I should say. I don't want 2 stone. I want 3 stone. Because if I get to 3 stone, then that's enough for my 2 Renos plus Steel Plow. Um, with probiotic food as well. And it's pretty bad compared to a Reedstone food action. It just has an extra food on it. Yeah, if you're playing Juggler, though, I'm less impressed. I mean, Juggler's fine. Because he's doubling his food payout. And really just going to be able to feed off of fishing, traveling players, and day labor, and Reedstone food. But I mean, is that a good thing to do? I'm not sure that that's that good of a thing to do. Get a cattle, eat a sheep, get a cattle at the end of the round. Yeah, and then next round I'm fencing. Sunrise Mars is pretty good here. I was thinking when Juggler came out, Mercator's running out of good stuff, but no, Sunrise Admirer is good here. The next round, I like 3 stone and fencing. Probably the 3 stone doesn't get to me, most likely. Here's a question. When I play Meadow, did the butterfly spaces become used? So it's natural border for pasture, and usually the ruling is once you have a pasture, you can't like build into it. So I think theoretically, you're supposed to look at Meadow and say the only way that you can change those spaces from being pastures is with a fencing action, and if that's the case, then yeah, so then it becomes used at the moment that you play Meadow. No, the stone. Well, could take Reedstone food. I do not expect fencing to be contested here. And then, yeah, I'm trying to set up giant double Reno. Play-Oven took a while to go, considering this is a bargaining bakers in the game. I guess Idyllwild was the only one threatening it. One butterfly for Idyllwild. And then I get a cattle at the end of the round. But Employee of the Month, good card. Yeah. My opponents are doing quite good things in a round 5 family growth game, so this game can go like as well as it can for me, and it still will not be enough. So I'll feed 4, and then I breed these guys. And then I play guess I play I don't really want to play probiotic food. Guess I play steel plow. Yeah. Yeah, I can't play haystack unfortunately because Wintercrafter comes out before the breeding phase. Guess I could play bottle, but I think bottle just doesn't matter. Steel plow does. I guess the well's still available, so going after the well is a thing that I could do. Oh, and it's gone. And it's gone. And another start player into 6 wood. So I'm gonna first move, take the 2 boar. Yep. Yep, and then I'll be able to play Zoologist in round 12. So yeah, my 2 actions will be start player and then giant plus zoologist for double family growth 13. So then I'll want to have plowed at that point. I won't want to have to rely on a plow sow action, put it that way. I need to play my miner. Intercraft steel plow. I'm holding cooking corner for round 14. No reason to make the cooking hearth earlier available to my opponents earlier than that. And I'm very likely never eating a vegetable, so. And certainly not before the round 14 feeding phase. So then I'm playing Haystack in the round 11 harvest, and then I'm playing Meadow in the round 13, or I'm playing Meadow on start player. One of those two. And then probiotic food in 13 for double Reno round 14. Yeah, I could do that. And it'd be an unexpected double Reno, so it might mess up my opponents a bit. And I would want Reno improvement, so if I could set up for the pottery, that would be nice. Yeah, build the fireplace pottery as well. Joiner works with Camembert. I believe it does. Yep. Yeah, Idyllwild already answered. Good. Do they get plow 4 here? Or do I? Or do I take the sheep? My next round is kind of bad. So I think if I plow here, then taking sow next round becomes an option. I think this is a reasonable game plan, but round 5 family growth is making this pretty tough. And also the fact that, mercator's really buffing up non-accumulation spaces, and Damba is doing a lot of major minor actions. It just means that my opponent's action quality is extremely high. Idyllwild getting both animal grabs is pretty bad for the rest of the table, I think. Take 2 grain here. In anticipation of second move so. Yeah, if I had a way to know that I could get on the family growth action, then playing giant here would be kind of cool because obviously I would have taken, instead of taking the grain, I could have taken sheep, or I could have taken sheep last round instead of whatever I did with my move last round. Because then I could have gotten some more actions. I could have start playered and then giant zoologist. And if I'd been able to do that, then I could have left myself open for plow sow with my steel plow, which would have been kind of nice. Dama just realized he never put out the food for fruit tree. Well, that was pretty dumb. So I get a cattle and eat it. So then I still breed cattle. So I have 2 more breeding phases. So my boar go to 5, my sheep go to 6, my cattle go to 7. So I can eat 1 more cattle plus 9 food from um, haystack, and that should be good. That should be close to enough. And if it's not, and I also have a grain point that I can eat. So I guess I can calculate it. So I need 8 and then 10. So I need 18 more food. So cattle's 4, haystack's 9, puts me at 14. And then if I play probiotic, I need another 2. So I need another 8 food. So that's another 2 cattle. So just having 3 points versus 4 points from cattle is fine. Yeah, that'd be fine. Problem here, I'm not guaranteed to get start player first move next round. Idyllwild's got freeloader as well. GG Idyllwild. Yeah, I don't imagine anyone else is close when Idyllwild gets Family Growth Without Room with Restless Father whenever it comes out. Makes it more likely that I get start player though, because Mercator is the only one who would start player before me, because the freeloader literally cannot start player first action. That's a rule. Two stone gone again. Yeah, so that's a problem with how many actions there are. Too much stone in the game, or stone never getting to 3 for me, which is too bad. Normally it remembers the first time that I do this. Oh, I should have harvested also my crops. I didn't do that. Oh, I need to feed another 2 food for my occupation as well. Forgot about that. All right, so I play giant here, and I play zoologist. The giant stable has to go external so that I still have 5 pastures with max animals. Come on 5 people is heretic. Me. All right, so then I can play probiotic food in the round 13 harvest if needed, and the idea is to giant double Reno in 14. So probably I can build a fireplace, and then the question is there something for me to do with the second improvement? If I can get a 3 stone action, then there's a world where I can build the joinery and the fireplace. Yeah, my first family growth, Rylocran. Yes, indeed. I'm kind of vulnerable though. Like I'm at the mercy of the other players letting me get to Reno because I'm not going to start player with my second action. Never. I'm going to take stone with my second move, hopefully. So, like I said, I'm at the mercy of my opponents letting me get there. Yeah, so I need to feed 8 here. So cattle and 4 food. Mercator, start player alternative materials. That means I likely get Reno. That's good. Read the card after or after giant. Adamant's like, I'm confused. Okay, read the card after giant. Mm. I don't know what Idyllwild's talking about. I'm a little confused on giant this round. Do we get to place our third guy? Yes, we do. Yeah. So, it seems like this is all from the confusion of Giant. Let's read Giant together. Giant. Each round you may take one of your people's actions twice. Period. So, the phrase, each turn you may take one of your people's actions twice, is on the card Giant. Okay? Cattle and 4 food defeat 8. And then, where is it? So, what I think sometimes people get confused, like because they don't like. So like each individual, so like a card is a collection of clauses, right? So this was the issue with Woodfield, that people did not understand that a sentence is a self-contained clause, right? So if you write this card is a field, period, then this card is a field, period. That's its own clause, right? Everything else, like and the clauses theoretically are independent of each other if they are separated by periods. Um, so it says each round you may take one of your people's actions twice. Full stop. So if you play Giant on occupation, now you have the ability to take one of your people's actions twice. Our ruling on all cards that are like that is that you get to choose after you do the action. For example, you can play Sunday Worker. Um, yeah, and so anyways, yes, this is a very silly game. Each round you must place one fewer person. Yep, but starting next round. So they're separate clauses. So the way that we play Giant mechanically is you double up one action. You have to double up one action each round. But we have to read the text on Giant as a collection of independent clauses, and those clauses allow you to double the action immediately. Double an action immediately in that round. Because you don't have to. If it said starting this round you have to play one fewer person, well, then we'd probably have to rule that. So then you could only ever play Giant Ock with your last action, then, in that case. But yeah, this is a very silly game. Dumba's commenting on the boar and the cattle walking around the table, which is ridiculous. Yeah, very frustrating. Yeah, obviously terrible for someone like me with Cowboy and Mother. Oh, I need to add a guest token. I guess I could play probiotic food on Reno. Good stuff, Marlocran. Oh, I should harvest again. I mean, so technically what I could have done is I could have put 3 people on the family growth without room space and then put one person off in the corner. So I could have done that. But the way we always play cards like Giant in 24601 is that you can do it like this. So I Reno once, and then I'm going to discard probiotic food to Reno a second time. Which is not great, but so I do it like that, and then I discard probiotic food to save a reed and a stone on my second Reno. And then this move, I could play Cooking Corner, but yeah, I guess I will. I guess I don't have too much else to do, actually. I like it. Make me work for the answer. Well, if I get just handed it to you, you wouldn't learn, right? You would never learn. So not too much left for me to do. So I should block good action spaces. So I'll block So Bake, I guess, to get 1 point from Reno. But yeah, there's really not much left for me to do. I can take Clay for a point. I can play Alms Collector for a point. The thing is, taking Clay requires me spending 2 food. So it's not a point yet. But spending the 1 food for Alms Collector is a point. I thought I would corner on Wintercraft. Yeah, but this gives me the option of playing Fireplace after taking Clay again. This is going to be Capitalist Boar, I presume. Yeah, Capitalist Boar. Oh, I could have baked the grain. I'm going to ask if I can do that. I'm going to ask and see if they let me do it. And then last action, I can take 4 Clay or Alms Collect. And both of those actions are worth a point. So 3 points from the boar. No other global bonuses available. So just pretty much have my final score. And then 6 food and a cattle to feed, breed, breed. So aside from, like, so I don't have an improvement score, but, and I don't have a good house score, but, not terrible here. I guess my house score is only 1 point fewer than mercator. And I do have 4 fenced stables, so. The problem is my improvement score is just way too low. 54. Well, it doesn't look like I'm in last, but yeah, I don't think I'm beating Idyllwild. $54. Wow, Mercator 53, Dumba 52, Idyllwild 55. That's too bad. Yeah, breeds a point and gets a capitalist point. Idyllwild won. No, I should have maybe been able to max boar with Cow Mom, but I mean, I think it's pretty clear that I win this game if it's anything other than round 5. So, yeah. Also, if I have I could have if I have 1 extra clay, I could have built the fireplace and tie for the win. Yeah. Oh well. GG. Yeah, close one. Yeah, if this is anything other than round 5 family growth, or if Alms Collector gives me even 1 point, I would win this. But oh well. Guys, we're gonna take a short break and be back with another game. We'll see you in a bit.